cars out there and kind of translate over to your qualifying lap too?
I think so. I mean, I think the big thing that's different with street racing versus the normal stuff that we do is regular cars are on the road um, every day and they leak fluid and things. So they lay this, really slick top layer. So until we burn that off, which I think the Xfinity cars probably have, the track is just going to keep getting faster and faster and faster. Where for us, a lot of times it goes the other way. So really interested to see if those guys have already burnt all that off or if we still haven't got through that transition period. But that is the biggest thing on my mind right now, along with just finding a good flow, and we'll see where we stack up.
Finally, do you remember from last year, most challenging part of this racetrack?
I would say the sketchiest part is what would it be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Really rough getting into there, and it gets really narrow. So there's a lot of time to make into those corners, especially on entry into 5. But the track has a lot of dips and bumps, and it's really rough. So it's just tough to hit that just right. But how you drive, you're never going to fix the car through there. So it's really just about your braking methods and how you can kind of fix the ride on your own and also charge the corner really hard. So that to me was the hardest part of the track and probably one of the least forgiving. So yeah, well, like I said, get going, see how it goes.
Have some fun in practice, okay?
Thanks. See ya.
Chase Elliott, everybody, he's heading to the number 9. They're going to take on 50 minutes of practice as well as qualifying. Now, it's 2 groups of qualifying, Group A and Group B. And then obviously our fastest car on track today will be the winner of the Busch Light pole. And it's important how you unload off of the truck and find this speed, especially at a place like a road course where we're not really sure what it's going to be with the passing zones and how great these cars are going to be until they find what they can do in practice and qualifying. So the Busch Light pole winner, you're going to want it. Let's take a walk, shall we? We're going to go through the little entry gate here. Now this is only Cup Garage, the pits as we call it here, our version of the Cup Garage for the haulers in Chicago, a little bit different. We're going to walk through the fans right here. Everybody, can we have a wave? Very excited to be in Chicago, see these race fans. And let's make our way into the official garage. Gonna go through here. All right, welcome to the garage, the official garage, our Chicago version. You have all the cars lined up. They're going to get ready for a practice session here, which we have some drivers making their way. I'm going to go and grab driver of the number 21 for Harrison Burton. HV, welcome to Chicago.
Oh, thanks. It's been pretty cool. All my crew guys got scared of the camera and left. They knew I was probably going to do something. So, no, it's been really fun and excited for practice. It's going to be wild. Obviously, Xfinity practice and qualifying was pretty wild. So try and keep her in one piece, but go as fast as we can and have a good day.
You mentioned that practice and qualifying for the Xfinity Series. As a Cup driver, what did you learn from watching that on track?
Well, I mean, just the differences of the track, from this year to last year, to put a visual reference on it. Obviously, we did the track walk and all that, but to see cars going around it and then, to see where rubber's being laid down, where it's not, so you can kind of have an idea of what's going to go on when we get out there. So, obviously, all the lines and stuff look very similar to what we did last year and what the Xfinity guys did last year, too. It was nice. I saw Shane Van Gisbergen use some runoff, and I was like, that was a good idea. If I miss that turn, I can use that runoff. So did learn that, which is good, and hopefully that gives you an area to kind of go attack the racetrack and try and learn without stuffing into a barrier. So that was a good reminder that he did that and made me think, okay, I can push that corner a little more comfortably now.
I know obviously so different than what we saw last season with all the rain that we saw on the racetrack, but passing zones, where can you get it done on this racetrack?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of places really. It's, we see into turn 3 and 4 with Shane last year for the win. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily classify that as an easy passing zone, but it's certainly one that's there. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 6, really turn 7 is pretty tight there, but you can kind of sneak to the inside of some guys there. So There's a lot of places around this racetrack that we can pass. It's just all about the braking zones. So that's our main goal in this practice, is to maximize those braking zones so you can defend the pass and also kind of make those passes happen, because the only way you're going to move forward or keep yourself from moving backward is to outbrake people today.
When'd you get into town?
I got into town yesterday, went to a charity golf tournament, so didn't lose too many golf balls, so it was a good day.
No money lost on the links?
No money. I know better than to bet on myself in golf. I know that.
All right, well, Harrison Burton's going to take to a 50-minute practice. Thanks, HB. The iconic red and white number 21 for the Wood brothers. Harrison is going after that illustrious win number 100 for the Wood brothers. Let's continue our walk down here to the rest of the garage. Runner-up from last season. Look, all the crew guys, the camera comes around and they just run. Yeah, we're live. Welcome to NASCAR in Chicago. How are you feeling to be back in a place? You had a solid run in the rain. How do you feel in the sun?
Hot. Yeah, I feel hot. So, I don't know. We're about to practice and try to keep her out of the wall, I guess.
What do you learn from this 50-minute practice? We obviously know that on regular racetracks, 50 minutes is not a whole lot of time. But for 2.2 miles around the streets of Chicago, what do you do?
I think the Cup cars only get 20. It's two separate 20. Okay. The Xfinity was 50, but yeah, we'll just go out there and try to give it our best. Obviously, appreciate everyone at Pinnacle Home Improvement and Rickwood Racing for performance for getting us here. I feel like we've been decent at road courses this year, so this is a whole different beast, though. So we'll just try not to wreck.
What more did you need last year that you could have made it to victory lane?
A little bit of talent and 20-lap fresher tires like Shane had. So Shane was on some fresh tires, and yeah, just drove a great race. He was very good. So yeah, we'll see. A lot of fast race cars this year, and about to get in it, drive it over there for practice. So yeah.
Have fun today. Thanks, Justin. He'll drive off in that blue and orange number 51 for Rickwear Racing. We're now going to go over to driver number 17, Chris Buescher. It's getting loud in the garage, Chris. We're firing up some engines. You finished 10th here last season, and I know your crew chief, Scott Graves, has said that, we're going to walk this way, has said that you guys are circling this one and you're excited about going street course racing again. Why?
Yeah, I think we're pretty good here last year with our Fastenal Mustang, and our road course stuff has been very strong. Everywhere has been, which is good. I really want to try this place in the dry. We managed it well and had a good finish, but I think that we have potential to do a lot better than we did last year. We've been studying it, been working on a lot of simulation, ready to get out here and see what we got.
As a Texas boy, what's it like racing in downtown Chicago for you?
Yeah, it's a little off. That being said, I did, when I was running ARCA for 4 years with the Ruo Brothers race team. They're based out of South Chicago, so I'm actually not a complete stranger to this area. That being said, we didn't come up to the city very often. We were racing, but not as new to this area as probably most. So kind of strange to say that coming from Texas.
How much confidence have you guys had this season trying to make the playoffs, win to lock in? What's the 17 teams mindset right now?
Yeah, I mean, it's really good. We've always been fast at any racetrack that we've gone to. I think that's the big thing. We're not circling speedways or road courses. We're excited to go anywhere, and you know, that to me is the big measure of where our speed's at and the progression we've made at RFK. So I'm really proud of that. It's making it more enjoyable. It's making it more fun each and every week to unload off the hauler and say this is our chance. So that's certainly gone a long way for all of us.
If you were to win this, have you thought about the celebration in a city street? It has to look a little different, right?
We hadn't gotten that far yet. It's chicken and the egg, right? So we'll hold out a little bit before we get that far.
All right, go hop in your Dark Horse Mustang. Chris Buescher, he finished 10th here last year. I know I spoke with his crew chief, Scott Graves, and he just told me they are so excited for that street race program, as well as all of our drivers. The engines are fired up. The NASCAR Cup Series is going to head out for practice and then qualifying. Make sure and turn your TVs over there right now. Get to watching, and we'll see you here in Chicago. The race, Sunday, 4:30 p.m. Eastern on NBC. Enjoy practice and qualifying. I got of you was Chase. Sorry. Oh, that's fine. On him. One more. I think we nailed that.
Told me anything. So they turned it off?
Yeah. Oh, I counted them down.
Well, I couldn't hear you.
Oh, sorry.
That was helpful.
I was yelling.
Yeah, I couldn't hear shit.
Okay, one more.
I mean,
time.
we could hear.
Lighting's bad
All
though.
right, good job.
I couldn't hear a single thing Chris